Oh, what's the deal? Iran Sports in the building. Are you ready? 2019-2020 NBA season tips off tomorrow. I got the preview, the predictions, the addiction. Yes, son, NBA. Are you ready to play? Getting crossed over, clapperboard, do it all day. Iran Sports. Little hint. The Lakers championship over the Sixers. But I'll break it all down for you. Watch the show. Watch the preview. Let's go, Knicks. D-boy to faith, Knicks, baby. They're going to be better. All right, Iran Sports. Ooh, Rookie of the Year, Zion. I don't know. Might have a surprise pick for you. Check it out. Let's go. Peace. On to the preview.
Yeah, so of course, continuing the preview, let's get into some fantasy basketball. So we're going to get into the standings and all that. But I wanted to just show you my fantasy basketball roster for the upcoming season, so you can see that in the name of E Rhymes and Dunks, I got a squad. Fantasy basketball fans, it's really a lot of fun. I don't know if everybody plays. My backcourt is really Lillard and Kyrie, but I got Brogdon at the shooting guard. They put Kyrie at the guard. Gordon Hayward, who I think is going to have a bounce back season. Obviously, Mr. Versatile, Draymond Green at the PF power forward. Yeah, you gotta like the big guys. I think Kevin Love will get traded. I could see him going to the Blazers or another potential playoff team before it's done. But him and Jaren Jackson at Memphis, you know, athletic stretch 4 center. You know, he plays power forward and center. So I've got some versatility there. You see Kyrie Irving. I mean, having Irving and Lillard is really going to help me, I think, with Brogdon too, with assists. You know, you got to think about the categories: points, rebounds, assists, steals, block shots, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, and 3-pointers made. Wendell Carter, I think he should have a big year from Duke. Could be most improved this year. I don't think I voted him that, but then you got Brook Lopez. You're talking about my bench, utility players. Player. I want to make a trade with my son. Josh Richardson's going to step up for Philly because I wanted Tyler Hero. He's going to get busy, and Alexander Walker. What's the kid from the Pelicans? He's going to be nice from Kentucky. Kentucky's got a lot of good kids on this team. Should be a big year for Batum. He's got a lot to prove. The only real guy left, him and Clifford Rozier. I'm dating myself, people. JaVale will get block shots, dunks. I think this PJ Tucker is going to be sneaky good with this team. And he does get blocks and steals and different things, rebounds. So you have versatility with him. So, you know, you got to like Knox. He should be helping. And this is the kid, PJ Washington, another Kentucky. Kentucky's got 3 or 4 good rookies this year. That team, he's been looking good in the preseason, but I just think he's got a lot of talent. So that's my roster. I'm not going to show you the competitors' rosters, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. So let's get ready to get to my standings and predictions for the season. Rhyme Sports in the building, yo. Okay, we'll get to all that. We'll break it on down. Let's go through what actually happens. I think Philly could get close to 60 wins. Philly and Milwaukee both. They could be interchangeable at 1-2. I happen to think Philly is going to need to make a little small move at the deadline to get more shooting for their bench. But Richardson and adding Al Horford, you know, I think Tobias should step up. I think Milwaukee, Giannis hopefully can shoot better, him and Ben Simmons. I think Ben Simmons has an outside shot, him or Embiid at MVP. They'll both be in the top 5 or 6 in voting. LeBron, Jokic, Harden, Simmons. Those are gonna be, my main guys. But I think LeBron's gonna, we'll get to that. But I don't sleep. And Giannis. Those will be the top 5. But I think Milwaukee has got a good shot to be in the NBA Finals just because they have more depth. Now, they're going to miss Malcolm Brogdon and Nikolai Mirotic. That was hurt. That was really hurtful when he went to Europe. Now, Boston, don't sleep, because if Hayward comes back to himself and Tatum develops and then Kemba, and then you're adding in Enes Kanter and, Jaylen Brown, they've got versatility. They've got athleticism, youth, Marcus Smart. They've got a bench experience. Boston could be sneaky in terms of maybe getting into the Eastern Conference Finals or the semis or maybe the NBA Finals. Indiana, I think. Toronto. Now, Oladipo, we got to see how healthy he is. Miles Turner, he needs to come back. He's been declining. Hopefully he'll get better. But Brogdon's going to help them. Indiana actually could be really sneaky good and could wind up at the Eastern Conference Finals. You heard that here first. Iran Sports. Don't sleep on Toronto. They should be good. But I could see them maybe breaking the team up if they're not by the deadline and All-Star break, if they're not in the 3rd, 4th, or 5th spot, if they're like dropping down. Now, the interesting thing is Kyrie. With Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, and DeAndre Jordan, Garrett Temple. Let's see what this team does with Kyrie now and not having Kevin Durant. I think they might be sneaky good. They have a potential to not only get in the 6th seed or the 5th seed, but to upset Indiana or Boston in the first round matchup. Okay? Miami, then Orlando. Could be Orlando, Miami. Orlando could be up there all the way up to 6 or 5. It's all about the development, and let's see how good Markelle Fultz, finally gets and becomes. Actually, I think he's going to be potentially be most improved. Him and Terry Rozier, okay, and Isaac. We'll see how Jonathan Isaac develops. So the rest of the East, I don't think the Knicks are going to be as bad. I think with Randall and these guys, you're going to see some improvement. Obviously, Detroit will just fall short of the playoffs. Knicks, Hawks, Chicago, I think Chicago's going to be good. They might be way better than that. Don't sleep. Washington, Beal, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Ryu, first officially Japanese player. He's Japanese and black, but I think he's going to be pretty good. This is going to be one of the deepest rookie classes. And with Zion being out the first 3 weeks, I don't know. We'll see, but he might not win Rookie of the Year. You might get a surprise pick. You might see RJ Barrett. You might see somebody else. DeAndre Hunter has got a chance in Atlanta. He's going to be a pro. And that's the rest of the East. I just think Charlotte and Cleveland are going to struggle. When you get to the West, it's a crapshoot because the standings won't matter as much as the playoffs. So it could be Utah at 1, Denver, the Lakers, but I got Lakers, Denver, obviously, Clippers, Houston, Westbrook and injuries. We'll see how they gel. Utah, Portland. Now, the Warriors could be higher than 7, but it depends on when Klay Thompson comes back. Some people are saying, they won't make the playoffs. That's crazy. Don't disrespect Curry and Draymond Green. And then, I like their moves of Willie Cauley-Stein and obviously, from Brooklyn. I don't know, I'm getting his name right now. So the way the West was won should be really fascinating. I think that you're going to see a lot out of players, in that battle for the 8th seed. It's going to be intense. I think the Spurs will get it. But, don't sleep on Sacramento. We don't know what OKC is going to have. Dallas, that's what's going to be interesting. But New Orleans really has potential because if Ball and Ingram and Redick really show the way, they could be that 8th seed over Sacramento or San Antonio. So it'll be interesting to see how good Dallas is. Doncic and Porzingis. The West is so deep. The bottom 3 are clear. It's going to be OKC, Minnesota, and Phoenix. But the rest of these teams, man, they are so good and so impressive. Anything can happen. Now, when you get to the playoffs, so, yeah, man, the first round, it's pretty clear. Philly takes care of Orlando. I guess the shocker is not the 2-7, it's the 3-6. I think Brooklyn upsets Boston, Indiana over Toronto. So then you're going to get to the semis. Well, the West, is pretty basic. I would say, it's Lakers, it's Clippers. I do think the Warriors upset the Nuggets though in the 2-7, and then Houston and and Utah. That's going to be a battle. The 4-5. Houston, I think, will win that. It will go to full, amount of games. But then when they get down to the Final Four, Philly will take care of their business over Indiana, and then Milwaukee will take care of Brooklyn or Boston, either way. But I think Brooklyn shocks, playoff basketball. You'll see Kyrie. And then in the West, it's sort of the same thing. The Lakers, Houston, that's going to go full 7. And then the Clippers against the Warriors should go to full 7. But remember, Paul George and Kawhi, they're going to be ready to lock down D'Angelo Russell. See, the brain freeze is removed. Your boy Rhyme Sports has got it. And Klay Thompson. Because you've got some dogs. Don't forget they got Patrick Beverly. And let's see if OKC trades Chris Paul to the Miami Heat. That would be interesting. And Jimmy Butler, I didn't give him love. Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat with Tyler Hero, they're going to be exciting, even in that 7th seed. So then we get to the conference finals. I just think at the end of the day, it's too much Philly over Milwaukee. I believe Simmons and Embiid are going to have their Magic and Kareem moment this year where they go to another level. And they should. It's time, it's time. But Al Horford helps that out, okay? And the development of Josh Richardson should really help. Still got TJ McConnell, who's a solid player and backup point guard, and Simmons can play some 2-3. They have they're going to miss JJ Redick, though, in the pure shooting. And same Lakers against Kawhi. LeBron, he's tired of the Kawhi talk. I think LeBron and Anthony Davis, at the end of the day, they're better than Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, so they will make the NBA Finals. So you're going to see the Lakers and the Sixers. I mean, this is like the old days, Dr. J, Magic Johnson battle. I mean, it's going to be a hype. It's going to be on fire. I can't wait. So I think the Lakers will win in 7. I do. I really do. I think people are underestimating how deep that roster is. LeBron's got A.V. Bradley. He's got Danny Green. I mean, there's shooters. There's JaVale McGee. There's defense. There's everybody all over the place. It's happening. The Lakers are going to win the chip, and I'm not a Laker fan. I'm a Knicks fan. And I definitely, if I got to root for a second team, it would be the Sixers. I grew up a Barkley and Dr. J fan. Dr. J was my first favorite player, then Barkley, and then, Barkley became my favorite player of all time. And Jordan's number 3 after Barkley and Dr. J. So don't forget about Andrew Toney. Y'all don't know. Google him, all right? YouTube, Andrew Toney was about his business. So the postseason awards after the Lakers win the chip. Yeah, you see it. Rookie of the Year, shocking. Cobi White in Chicago. This kid is going to average 4 rebounds, 7-8 assists, and about 17 points to get Rookie of the Year. He'll edge Zion and RJ, but he'll be on that first team, DeAndre Hunter, and they're going to have a nasty first team or rookie first team. I think Steve Kerr gets Coach of the Year, Most improved, I told you, 6th man is Lou Williams. Until I see someone else really ready to step up, it's going to be Lou. Let's see if the Clippers have anybody. But Anthony Davis is going to get Defensive Player of the Year this year over Giannis and Draymond and Rudy Gobert. I think Anthony Davis is going to be huge with the Lakers on the defensive side. And then we're talking about LeBron James, he hasn't been MVP in a long time. Forever. Well, I think people got to stop disrespecting the brother, and he's going to get it. And then most improved, I'm going to go with Terry Rozier. I think he can do it for Charlotte. I think he's going to be the main guy down there, him and Batum and Malik Monk. It's going to be nice. Rozier and Monk in that backcourt. Charlotte, they're not going to win that many games, but they're going to be exciting. Exciting and new. Come aboard. We've been expecting you. So the first team, all NBA, and the second team, you see it. I think Jokic beats out Embiid this year. I think you're going to see Jokic, Davis, LeBron, Lillard. They got a crew. These guys, they're going to be nice. Okay? And then for the second team, and then Curry. And then you got Embiid, and I think it's going to be, Simmons and Harden. Okay? Greek Freak and Kawhi. If I had to say a third team, you would definitely see Kyrie, probably Karl Anthony Towns. I would say maybe Westbrook. We'll have to see, who else is really ready. But it's going to be interesting. This is going to be, an interesting year. Not having Durant and Klay Thompson, we're going to miss some superstars, but other guys are ready to step up. And it's going to be a classic season, man. So get ready. Get hyped. NBA season begins. It's the preview. Shizzo with the flizzo. Yeah, man. There it is. The picks. Got you in the mix. Lakers over the Sixers. And, don't sleep on the Knicks, man. They're going to be a lot better than people think. Julius Randle, I love it. Dennis Smith Jr., RJ. They just re-upped Frank the Tank. Let's see how Alfred Payton does. Robinson and Knox need to develop if they want to get to like the 9th or 10th seed, So, and maybe the Pistons surprise people and make the playoffs. I don't think so, though. Watch out for Orlando Magic. They're going to be sneaky good. And Toronto's going to be better than people think. Pascal Siakam, the champs. Champs are here. And if Zion can get back healthy and he only misses a couple of games, 3 weeks, let's say, 10, 12 games, the Pelicans might still have a shot to make the playoffs. It all depends on Ingram and Lonzo and Drew Holiday. And Jackson Hayes. Don't sleep on Jackson Hayes with the dunking, y'all. Woof. All right. E-Rhyme Sports in the building. NBA 2019 preview show and predictions. Sports and rhymes. Yeah, man. I'm out. Peace. Hip hop. Let's go Knicks. Lakers win the chip.